If you had finished the previous lessons, then you are all set. So let's start running our first app. Flutter comes with a default simple app. The Counter app contains basic components like a floating button and a text widget, in addition to a simple increment function. If none of the above terminologies rings a bell, don't worry, all will be explained later on. Open Android Studio. Click on the new Flutter project. On this window, make sure that the Flutter SDK path is set to the Flutter folder we downloaded earlier. Press Next. Name your project with any name of your choice. I will continue with Ceta app. Leave everything unchanged. Press Next and wait for your project creation process to complete. Don't forget the underscore if you used more than one word for your project name. This is where all the magic happens. The upper panel have lots of buttons with different functions like opening recent projects, creating files and folders, building app version to install on real devices, and much more which we will encounter throughout this class. Here we find Flutter commands. Let's launch our simulator. I launched mine before, so if you are new to programming, open Search and type Simulator. Then choose your desired phone from the upper right corner. Here you can see your simulator name. Let's reduce this part. Now on the upper panel slightly to your left, press the green play icon to run the default Counter app. Wait for a few minutes. It usually takes longer duration for the first time. It depends on your device's capabilities. I will speed up forward and shorten the duration to a few seconds. Now, this is your app in action. Press the plus button to increase the value. Let me hide those notifications. The flash button over here to hot reload your app reflects any changes you made in the current screen, while the green one here restarts your app and reloads all your files. The last one launched the Dart Dev tool, which gives you more details about your app's health, performance, and all the parameters to review your codebase structure. The same buttons are on the upper panel as well, except the red stops your app. The most lower panel contains your terminal, from which you can run command lines such as running your app using the flutter run command. A very useful command is Flutter Doctor, which guides developers through setting up the local development environment for both iOS and Android. Flutter Doctor inspects which tools are installed on the local machine and which tools need to be configured. Lastly, let's review our project structure, which contains all your code files separated. Here you have the Android version and iOS. Lib folder is where we write all our codes line. pubspec.yaml file where assets, packages, and dependencies are integrated into our project. Main file is the entry point for our app. Great so far. Any problem running your first app? Feel free to ask. Next, we will dive into Flutter fundamentals, the widgets.